straight out of the comics with a few hints from the animated series. It's not Nolan-esque at all.
It is what it is. I don't particularly care for it. I don't think the combination of the two designs really works very well.
No, it's not, because the classic Batmobile design is very sleek, and the Nolan, and I almost get the sense that when they were designing the Tumbler for the Nolan series, they made a conscious decision to get as far away from that as possible. So now you're taking two designs that have nothing in common, and you're smashing them up. And it kind of looks like a mess to me. Not only does it look visually like a mess, like it's trying to be two completely different things, but it looks flimsy.
Based on some other pictures I've seen, and as well as, that kind of back this up from the picture you showed me, it looks like maybe it's going to have some capability where the wheels fold under it. And it can be a boat or some shit, maybe a hovercraft.
Maybe. I'm just saying, it looks flimsy, because those back wheels are just sort of hanging there. There's not a lot and doesn't seem like there's a lot connecting those wheels to the actual, Batmobile. So, if I'm the Joker, that's where I'm aiming the fucking bazooka.
Yeah, but you wouldn't be the Joker because there can never be another Joker ever again because Heath Ledger's the best actor ever.
They're actually going to bring the Joker into the Gotham TV show in season 2 of that show. So
that's different though from a movie appearance. This is like a younger thing, and so it's a way that they can quote unquote get away with it when there really shouldn't be a reason that they need to do it. They should just be like, well, it's fucking Batman. Here's the fucking Joker. Get over it.
Well, speaking of Batman villains, actually, and I know I'm taking us off the reservation. We have our topic list, and we'll get back to it, but I just remembered something that I wanted to bring up because I knew you'd get a kick out of it.
Okay.
So, you know how we talked about the Season 3 trailer for Green Arrow, and that Season 3 for Green Arrow looked like a blatant ripoff of the plot of Batman Begins?
Yes.
Turns out that almost became exactly what happened when DC kind of said, we're going to use Ra's al Ghul for Arrow. Liam Neeson offered to reprise the role.
Nice.
No, that's nice. I loved Liam Neeson as Ra's al Ghul in the Nolan series, but think about this. Liam Neeson, that currency's devalued to the point where he's willing to do shows on the CW.
Yeah. And the funny thing is, you and I had joked about that.
Yeah. We did.
That was our first solid. Well, Liam Neeson's pretty free these days, as it would seem.
Yeah.
Call him up. I'm sure he'll do it. And as it turns out, he was calling them, hey, guys.
And they turned him down.
Wow.
No, they said that they wanted to take the character of Ra's al Ghul in a different direction. So Liam Neeson just got shot down by the CW.
Wow. That's.
Remember when him being in your movie was a big fucking deal?
Yeah.
I do. They got Liam Neeson.
Wasn't that long ago. I mean, it was a simpler time, a better time when Liam Neeson mattered and Kevin Costner didn't. And things were better.
Yeah, no, in fact, it was, when Batman Begins came out and it had Liam Neeson, it was like, shit, Liam Neeson's doing a Batman movie? This is going to be awesome. Hell, I've heard a lot of people say that Liam Neeson's one of the more tolerable things about Episode 1, Star Wars. So, Liam Neeson, at one time, big fucking deal. Now he's being, turned away by the CW network. That's sad. I'm sorry, Liam.
R.I.P. Liam Neeson's career.
I really liked some of your better movies. Okay, let's move on. Keeping with the villain theme, though, the new Doctor Doom costume has been leaked from the upcoming Fantastic Four movie that Fox is going to try to tie in with their X-Men series.
Oh, wow.
And I believe this is what you were referring to, Jack, when you said you're never going to sleep again.
Yes.
So, my first thought is, can we really jump to conclusions here? it's so bad, I don't want to jump to conclusions.
Let's get out the mat.
Okay. Okay. General thoughts.
I'm never going to sleep again. That is, okay, and I don't mean this in a good way. I do not mean this in a good way. Mm-hmm. That is the creepiest fucking thing I've ever seen. It looks like it was made either A, in a halfway house for, reforming pedophiles and serial killers.
Where they have them do, art projects?
Or B, like if Damien from The Omen made a fucking Halloween costume for kindergarten.
Yeah, it kind of looks like, you take the serial killers and pedophiles in the halfway house, and you're like, sculpt me what your feelings look like.
Yeah. It looks horrible and it looks creepy as fuck and not in a good way. In a I'll touch your penis kind of a way. And it's just, my God. First off, fuck Fantastic Four. Can't fucking stand them. And this just gives me one more reason to not see and ignore this movie as much as I can.
Okay, first of all, Reed Richards is a fucking asshole. Because he takes his untrained family into space. As we're just gonna fly you through, cosmic bullshit. Really? You didn't have any trained astronauts for this? But anyway. Yeah. I don't understand why movies have such a hard time with Doctor Doom's costume. In the first Fantastic Four series that they did, which got aborted after the second film because it was objectively terrible, it was sort of... They never really got that right either, because they made it look like he was wearing... the Doctor Doom mask looked fine in those movies, but... They made his green cloak too big, and it kind of looked like he was in a muumuu. And now, I don't know what this is. Doctor Doom is supposed to have, the metal parts of his costume are supposed to be smooth and armor-like. It's almost supposed to be, suit of armor-like.
Yeah.
And now they've just got him looking in, this scarred, really... weird, creepily textured metal bodysuit, and the hood looks really creepy and poofy in a weird way. It's bigger than his head. It's really disturbing. I understand the look they're going for. It's just a look I would not have used for Doctor Doom. And again, the reason why I don't want to jump to conclusions is you see it's against a green screen. Two things pop to mind. Either one, it's going to be touched up with CGI, and maybe it won't look so bad then, or two, maybe this is Doctor Doom after he gets really fucked up and we're looking at a really damaged version of him. Those are the two things that I'm trying to tell myself to mitigate this.
I hope it's the second one, because if it's the first one, I already feel like that movies rely too much on CGI as it is. And here's the thing, why make a suit that needs to be touched up with CGI when you could just make a suit that doesn't look like ass to begin with?
Well, that's a question that the creators of the Green Lantern movie never asked themselves.
I actually kind of like that movie.
That suit was terrible.
Whatever.
I maintain that movie's biggest problem was that the editing was fucking atrocious.
It wasn't the best thing I ever seen, but it didn't offend me or anything.
Oh, apparently, I don't know where that movie even stands, if they're going to consider that, or if Ryan Reynolds is going to go do Deadpool instead. But
let's hope for Deadpool. Let's do it.
But yeah, this Doctor Doom costume not working for me at all. Again, hopefully this isn't going to be indicative of what he looks like in the movie. Maybe this is just one scene out of context that we're looking at, but This makes the Wonder Woman costume from Batman v Superman look just downright inspired.
Just God damn it.
Let's move on then before you die. The Angry Video Game Nerd. Angry Video Game Nerd's kind of a big deal when it comes to internet media. A lot of these internet reviewers who you see kind of owe their careers to the Angry Video Game Nerd. He was really one of, if not the first, to kind of popularize the angry reviewing style of movies and video games. And remains one of the more popular ones. So I have to ask, you've seen this movie. What did you think of it? The Angry Video Game Nerd did have his own movie. Jack, you've seen it. What did you think?
It was really good, actually. It had a very small budget, small budget by, movie standards, $325,000. Mm-hmm. And he really made the most of it. Mm-hmm. Like, in terms of the special effects, this movie tries to do a lot of different things. It's a satire, it's a sci-fi movie, it's, just flat out comedic. It's a kaiju flick, it's, a sci-fi, yes. It's a sci-fi flick, and it does all of these things good in the sense that it weaves them all together fairly seamlessly. One shot you'll see CGI. One shot you'll see a guy in a suit stomping a city. One scene you'll see, a model tank rolling off of a cliff, and it's fake. It's obviously a model tank. But it does it deliberately. It does all these things. Anything to this movie, when you look at it and say, oh, well, that's obviously fake. Well, yeah, that's kind of the point. Mm-hmm. It's been called, by some is overly self-indulgent. And that's what's good about it. Because it's a fan movie. It was paid for by the fans through a Kickstarter. Mm-hmm. And he gave the fans what we wanted. And, it's one of those things, you're either going to get it or you don't. I think that even if you're not a fan of the Angry Video Game Nerd, that you can sit and watch this movie, and as long as you have a liking of absurdly goofy cult movies, I think you'll like it.
Okay, interesting.
It basically, when he first started doing these movies, this YouTube series back in 2008, where he was just, reviewing these retro games and ranting and raving and drinking. If I had only known about this, I could have done it, because I've been doing that for fucking years.
Just before he even
started. Right, exactly. But, and he's always gotten these requests, do E.T., which, a sentence or two of backstory on that, E.T. for the Atari 2600 said to be the worst game ever made. They dumped them all in a landfill, blah, blah, blah.
Almost killed video games.
Yeah, almost tanked an entire industry, and so this is, when he started getting so many requests for this, he's like, I want to do this, but this is more than one episode can handle. And so, he started kind of working on a script for it. And of course, the nerd, James Rolfe, he was a filmmaker, a short filmmaker first, and the nerd second for so long, because he made many things that predated the nerd, and he's done other things since then as well. Little short films and things like that. Mm-hmm. So he decided that this would be his feature film. This would be the one. And it shows. I mean, it shows how much he put into it, how much everyone put into it that was involved. The casting's actually pretty good. I mean, you got, better acting than in a lot of Hollywood features, to be honest with you. I think largely because everyone involved with it you can tell they're there because they want to be. Mm-hmm. So it is good. It's pretty damn good. You can actually rent it or purchase it on Vimeo right now. So, and it is coming out on, I think, DVD and Blu-ray. He said sometime this holiday season,